Hi, I'm Fraser Douglas, the avid tent camper. In this video, I want to tell you how I restored this 12-year-old 48-quart Coleman cooler. Stay tuned. In 2 weeks, Ava and I will be taking a camping trip to the Florida Gulf Coast, and her son and his family will be joining us. We'll set up our camp in 2 campsites in the Fort Pickens campground of the Gulf Islands National Seashore and stay for 5 days. We'll all be traveling in this 2013 8-seater Ford Expedition. We plan to pack most of our camping gear in this 5x10 utility trailer, but we know that we've got to keep our food inside the car at all times. And since the car is not an XL, we have very little packing space when the third row seats are set up. And so I started thinking about how we were going to pack our food a couple of weeks ahead of time. Our current cooler is this 52-quart Coleman Extreme cooler with an aftermarket Igloo food storage basket. It could easily hold most of the food that we would need for the 5-day trip. But this cooler did not fit well in the back of our car. It was too wide across the front and didn't leave enough room for other non-perishable food, and it was too wide across the top from front to back so that the tailgate could not close properly. I briefly considered using 2 smaller coolers that we owned, but they required too much space and neither of them had a ledge to put a basket on. And then I noticed an older Coleman cooler that was just sitting on the shelf in our garage. By looking at old photo albums, I could see that I purchased this cooler back in 2007 and used it approximately 10 years before upgrading to my current Coleman Extreme cooler. When I tried it in the back of our car, it fit perfectly and it allowed space for 2 milk crates that I'll use to store our non-perishable foods. I could not remember how long this cooler retains ice, and so I went to the internet and read a couple of reviews of it, and it looks like it should retain ice for 2 to 3 days. So that means after initially filling this cooler at the beginning of the trip, we'll have to refill it with 15 pounds of ice once or twice during the trip. But the cost of 2 15-pound refills shouldn't be much over $10. But it had a few problems that needed to be addressed before we could use it. For example, it had gotten pretty dirty sitting up on that shelf for the last 2 years. But this problem was easily resolved by a mild bleach and soap solution and a stiff bristle brush. A second problem was that one of the screw holes in the lid had become stripped out and the screw wouldn't hold firm. But this problem was easily solved by cutting a round toothpick into 3 short sections, gluing these 3 sections together, and then gluing all 3 of them inside the hole. Now the screw held very firm. But the next time I have to fix a stripped out hole, I'll probably just shave off a piece of wood from some scrap pine in my workshop. Fortunately, the plastic hinges are still in good shape, but I have learned that I can buy replacement Coleman plastic or metal hinges on the internet. 2 plastic hinges cost $6 plus shipping, and 2 metal hinges cost $12 plus shipping. I'll probably buy metal hinges when I need them. A third problem was that the lanyard that held the cap onto the drain had broken, and so now it'd be very easy to lose my drain plug. But the drain plug just screws apart and is very easy to replace, so I ordered one from the internet for $7 plus shipping. The most serious problem was that the cooler did not have a dry food storage basket, which we have come to depend upon. But you can find replacement food storage baskets on the internet in a variety of sizes. You just have to find the one that seems to best fit your cooler. Our cooler was 13.5 inches wide from front to back. After looking at the options on the internet, we narrowed our choice down to two by Yeti, one that was about 3/4 of an inch too wide and one that was about 1 inch too short. Each was priced less than $25. I got the 12.5 inch wide basket for $13 and then made this frame to fit my cooler from 1/4 inch plywood. The basket seems very secure in the frame, but the next time I'll probably use a 1/2 inch plywood instead. Perhaps I should have bought the larger basket and just trimmed it down with a angle grinder. Our handles were still in good shape, but if we needed to replace one, they are very easy to replace and they only cost $8 on the internet. Just use a thin flathead screwdriver to pop out one of the mounting pins at the top on the side. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that it motivates you to try to restore that old Coleman or Igloo cooler that you may someday find in your garage or in someone else's garage. For more information about budget price coolers and other good camping gear, please visit my website, moderntentcamping.com. A link to my site is provided in the description below. Remember, take more trips, travel further, visit more attractions, and save money. Go tent camping.